Hello community, welcome to a Silent Assassin, suit-only February for Bangkok, the next one incoming in the series. This is the loadout, as you can see, it is default, but I'll explain everything in a second. I'll let you know exactly why I'm running default. For starters, first thing I want to say, the reason I'm making this is a video that I made quite a while back, I think about 2 weeks ago. And I just sort of had it in my back pocket because currently I'm working on a very big video, a very special Hitman video that's been requested for a while. It takes a lot of hard work, it takes a lot of time to make, so meanwhile, while I'm working on it, I just wanted to sort of give you something, to have some good content, something fun on the channel. You know, because those special videos do take a while. Second thing, the reason I'm wearing default loadout is because for this particular mission and this route, default loadout is very optimal. We're not gonna be having any, like sometimes certain routes you're gonna need, for example, a special item like a tranquilizer or something just to sort of piece it together, but we don't need it here. And first of all, the only reason to run a medics would be mostly for Ken Morgan, because Jordan Cross doesn't really need it. Jordan Cross is very isolatable, very isolatable. However, the reason I don't need a medic for Ken Morgan is because if I right now go after Ken Morgan immediately from the start, I'm not gonna be able to get a hold of Jordan Cross in time. It's gonna slow me down way too much. I'm gonna get Jordan Cross pretty much immediately. You're gonna see that I'm not gonna wait around for him whatsoever. I'm gonna catch him immediately, instantly, as quickly as possible. And because I'm gonna get rid of him so quickly, I can't really waste time at the beginning dealing with Ken Morgan, poisoning the food, or even like using emetic grenades or anything like that on Ken Morgan. It just will waste time and it will slow Jordan Cross too much, so it's not gonna be optimal. However, you can bring, for example, a emetic tool of some kind. However, you're gonna sort of struggle to sort of fit it in to the loadout, because if you don't care about February, that's fine, but you will need coins. Coins are very important. Coins are pretty much a staple when it comes to this particular route. So you're gonna have to figure out a way to sort of get it from somewhere. You know what I mean? To get that emetic tool. And I don't necessarily think you need it. I'll show you the strategy. It's very easy. You don't need any emetic devices for Ken Morgan. You can do it the old-fashioned way. And it's still gonna be very quick, especially for Bangkok. And it's gonna work just fine. And right here, take the coin, he's dead, he's done, and now we're moving on to Ken Morgan. And right here, again, we want to use as much instinct as possible, because this is a tricky area. There are a lot of NPCs sort of moving around. If you see this bodyguard, make sure to wait for him. Do not rush whatsoever, he's very tricky. Pretty much the best thing you can do is just wait for him to stand still, and as soon as he stands still, that's when you do it. Right here, I can tell this guy, he's not going anywhere, so I can just move freely through here. Once you have the map launch of Bangkok like I do, it's a lot easier to move through those upper floors. A lot of people have a very hard time with them, but actually, they are tricky, but they're not that hard. They really aren't. You just have to be sort of mindful of the NPCs and the way they're going. Just, you know, press that instinct button every once in a while, and you're not gonna have any issues. It's not that difficult, trust me. Just simple map knowledge and you're gonna be fine. Now, right here, to deal with Ken Morgan, this is the strategy. First of all, we're gonna get this guy over here to the bed to sort of hide the body. And we want to get him as far as we can get him, right? Then this guy, as he's coming out of the pisser, he just took a piss. We want to peekaboo him. We want to get him into this room. And you see where I'm standing. When he comes into the room, he's going to go directly to the right. The body's on the left. He's not going to see the body. There's no way for him to see it. And right now we can choke him out. As you see, that's the envelope he drops. That's the message he drops. We pick it up. And because of that, the peekaboo strategy is very effective. If you want to make sure that like you have zero chance of failing, you can also put a coin down. You can also do that, so that way, like, he's gonna see the coin, basically, but again, he doesn't even need to, because you should choke him out pretty much instantly, like you saw me do. As soon as he went into the room, close the door behind him, choke him out immediately. Right here, I'm gonna use my coin, because a pistol distraction is very dangerous here. At this point specifically, you really don't want to take the pistol distraction twice. At this point, we don't really know where the guards are. We don't really know where the second gardener is, so doing any type of pistol distraction can be very dangerous here. A simple coin, you know, just throw it away, it's not a big issue, we still have plenty. We only need one coin for Ken Morgan. And you'll see why in just a second. We're gonna do a little lure just to slow him down a little bit and help ourselves to get a hold of him. Right here, we make our way to the front, and we're gonna leave the message. And this is something a lot of players don't know, that you can do this, that you can, as 47's default suit, you can just leave the message. It's something that for some reason a lot of people just didn't know, because I didn't see anybody doing it necessarily. I sort of figured it out on my own. I'm sure somebody's done it, but that's how I figured it out. I just sort of tried it, and I couldn't believe when it worked. But there we are. We make our way through here. Make sure, as I say, use instinct. Make sure everybody's in a position where they're not gonna spot you. And right here, right in front of the wardrobe, we're gonna position a coin. And we're gonna grab this non-lethal melee, just to get rid of the guard. quicker. And also, when you knock somebody out with non-lethal melee, it doesn't make noise. If you choke him out, it makes noise. So Ken Morgan can hear, he can turn around, he can start to run away. It can cause a little bit of problems. But by having a non-lethal melee, it sort of eliminates that chance of having those issues. And I've also decided, as you saw, I did a poll on my channel of whether you guys prefer me doing default loadout or you prefer me to use all my equipment. And the majority of you, it was 70-30% on using everything that's unlocked. So I will be doing that, of course, in the future. But again, sometimes default loadout is optimal. Sometimes default loadout is just good enough. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't need those higher quality tools. They're just not necessary, you know? You can handle it on your own. And right here, we choke him out. Then we kill him with a fab war and we're done. And now we can just make our way to the exit. I was a little bit slower here. I could have just went on the right side and that would have been fastest, but it doesn't matter. We make our way out. And in the future, I'm currently working on also Colorado. Well, I'll be working on Colorado after I'm done with the special video that I'm currently working on. So that will be next. And I've had a lot of struggles in Colorado, especially with Penelope Graves. She's been very difficult to deal with. But anyways, this has been the Bangkok run. I hope you enjoyed. And I promise you, the next video coming out is going to be an absolute banger. I'll make sure of that. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content. And I'll see you in the next one.